GALA Token price check, Last Expedition recent gameplay, Legends Reborn soon to be available on Steam, Superior on Steam a few months on, and some talks from Bitbender about the future of SpiderTanks. Yo, what's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki, back at ya for the weekly GALA Games and blockchain gaming video. For those of you that have been subscribed for some time and enjoying the GALA Games content, just want to shout out to you and say that I really do appreciate your patience, as I have not been posting that regularly lately. Still just getting settled. Gonna be a while, but I am gonna be trying to get this content out every single week, discussing GALA Games, all the important things you need to know. And also, we're gonna start talking a little bit about music and film as well. So let me know if there's some topics within the GALA ecosystem that you would like to hear more about. I am naturally a gamer at heart, so of course there is going to be some emphasis more towards that. After all, Mirandus, off a Brave advert, funnily enough, is what actually pulled me in to the GALA Games ecosystem. Bought a node like literally on day 2. That was literally going back a couple years now and haven't really turned back, you know. As far as where we're headed, guys, it's looking pretty good, you know. BTC is kind of hovering around that 30K. I think it's just below at the moment. The markets took a bit of a dip, okay? But if we can really turn that 30K BTC into support, if Ethereum can maybe rise above 2,000, turn that into a support, that ultimately, if you've been in the space for a while, you'll know is going to be a good thing for altcoins in general, especially the leaders of particular industries of altcoins. GALA Games, in my opinion, not financial advice, do your own research, is without a doubt objectively one of the leaders, if not the leader, within the blockchain gaming space, and maybe also moving into media and music as well. Why is it? Not just an opinion, but a fact. Well, take one look at GALA. Look at what they're doing. Look at the names, okay? They don't have The Rock literally acting in a film at the moment, but he is a part of the production team of a documentary that is going to be on GALA Film. We've got big names like Snoop Dogg endorsing GALA music, and just the idea of NFTs in music is definitely something that's going to work. So, you know, it's a great thing to really see these kinds of things moving forward. And what about the games? Guys, GALA has a ridiculous amount of games in development, and they have serious teams of expert developers behind them that have experience in Web 2 without going into too much detail. We're going to be covering all of that and more on this channel. But ultimately, guys, if BTC does in the next bull market reach an all-time high and breaks through around 60K, honestly, I would be kind of shocked if we didn't see a 50-cent GALA up to an 80-cent GALA possibly breaking that all-time high. Now, I do hold GALA Token. I told you before that I am a node holder, and I do hold some GALA NFTs as well, and I'm very much going to be getting more into the gaming side of things as this channel progresses. Alrighty, so as we can see for the last 24 hours, GALA has actually taken a bit of a hit. We kind of hovered up above that 4 cents, but now sitting down below that 4 cents at 0.03997944, down 5.3 for the last 24 hours, ranked at 137. So honestly, like, you know, if you're a GALA holder, guys, it would be pretty cool to see GALA within that top 100, okay? I'm personally not buying GALA right now, but I am accumulating GALA, roughly about 165 GALA per day with my actual node at the moment before the next halving, okay? So I'm just holding that for the long term, guys. You know, I'm probably looking at a bit of a sell target at maybe around all-time high. I might sell a little bit before that, but you know, plans can change, guys. But that's another important thing. You do want to always make sure you do have that strategy going forward. GALA has also got a lot of utility going forward in terms of the gaming, okay, in particular, it being used in games more specifically, which is going to encourage people or make people want to hold more to essentially get more earnings from those games, okay? You better believe it's true. And if we look at the longer term statistics, guys, for the last 30 days, it's actually not looking too bad. All right, GALA's actually up 14.8%, and for the last 2 weeks, up 2.3, down 79.3% for the last year. And if we just have a bit of a look at the 7-day chart on the candlesticks, as you can see here, guys, if we tune in from Sunday, the 9th of April, we had a low of 3926900 cents for GALA, okay? And then we literally just skyrocketed and peaked 2 days later on Tuesday, the 11th of April, where we met a low of 0.0 for 215200 cents. Not huge moves, and if I'm being totally honest, like this is only going to really matter if you're trying to trade the mark on the short term. When I say short term, I'm talking maybe like minute chart, hourly, daily, possibly even weekly, but that's probably getting a little bit too long. But if you are like me, at least with GALA, a longer term investor, I really don't think that these sort of price movements are really anything to pay much attention to. And then literally just around 24 hours later, guys, we do get to that low of 0.03996800, and that's where we are today. So in terms of what we have going forward, guys, it's hard to say. You know, we might experience a little bit more negativity, downturn in the market, but you know, medium term, month's time, I'm pretty confident that GALA can hold above that 4-cent level. And every video, folks, I'm always going to remind you, whether you are an investor or not, from the all-time low, check it, 29,624.40% from December 28, 2020, which was over 2 years ago. That's roughly 15,000% per year. Tell me an asset that's going to give you better returns than that. Of course, yes, it's only over a 2-year period, and you know, who knows? Do they sustain that? Probably not. There's going to be less volatility as time goes on. But hey, for 2 years, 15,000%, you got to take it. Now, big shout out to Classy Games. He's always bringing the GALA Games content, okay? Really great content, and he's just on it. You know, he's got time to make content, a little bit more time than me, I think. So, you know, you got to remember, guys, people like Classy Games, all right, people that are just bringing you the raw, organic gameplay, giving you GALA Games news, remember to like their videos, okay? If you like them, show them some respect, comment, give them some engagement, because these are the kinds of people, these influencers, you know, that are going to be responsible to continue bringing GALA Games to the masses, okay? He's pretty authentic, in my opinion. He does a lot of gameplay. He does a lot of streaming and things like that. And the gameplay on screen at the moment is Last Expedition. Now, I personally, at the moment, do not have enough money to actually go ahead and get a Last Expedition server node, I think it's called, even though they were on a bit of a discount recently as well. I just don't have it available, you know. I'm trying to risk a little bit less at the moment, okay? I just want to keep my money in BTC and Ethereum and just very few altcoins, all right? If I was like a millionaire or whatever, yeah, 100% I'd get a node, but it's kind of a bit of a shame, you know, because I really am genuinely looking forward to Last Expedition. It's actually probably up there with my top 2 games on GALA Games, and I have to say, the progress is really coming along. I mean, look, you can see the gameplay. I mean, this is still so early as well, okay? There hasn't been like a full public release where you can actually come on and play for free without actually owning an actual sort of server node, and to be honest, I'm not sure if there even will be. I would think there is, but I don't know. I don't have the insight there, but I really do hope there is, because I think GALA are gonna kind of shoot themselves in the foot if they don't. And yeah, guys, even the bad guys, you know, the aliens, it kind of gives me that StarCraft vibe, right? From the 90s or whatever. There's like extracting minerals, you go into the drop zone, you gotta kill these enemies, you know, it's totally right up my alley. There's some co-op intertwined with some PvP. I do genuinely think, you know, this has potential to be one of the biggest games in Web3 gaming for sure. Okay, we've got the expertise of the essence of Halo developers behind this game as well. So that's absolutely massive. I mean, I don't need to talk to you if you're a gamer about how successful Halo has been. You know, what are they up to now? Like Halo 5 or something? I think it's still going, all right? And I played Halo. I'm 32 years old now, and I've been playing I played that for the first time when I was like 11 years old. But, you know, let me know, guys. What do you think about the gameplay? How do you think it looks? Honestly, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think that the developer team would be able to move this game along so quickly, but it looks like a really playable game, okay? Not like a lot of other blockchain gaming projects where they make huge promises, they invest a lot of money in marketing and just like cinematics and stuff, but no actual gameplay, get people to invest, and then they kind of just go missing or do rug pulls, okay? Without naming any names, there are a lot of them out there, guys. I'm sorry to say it if you don't like this and you don't want to hear it, but GALA Games is not one of these companies, okay? They're hiring good developers, getting good teams in, actually making good games, you know? And that is basically one of the biggest reasons why I'm making so much content about them. And Legends Reborn Age of Chance is going to be available on Steam soon. The actual release date, as we can see here, is to be announced. For those you don't know, Kung Fu Factory is the developer behind this one. Now, look, I actually haven't had the time to actually go ahead and have a go at Legends Reborn. It looks okay. I know that there's a big market for these kinds of games. I also think that these kinds of games are extremely saturated. But if it is PvP, which I do believe it is, I think that's a big positive. And I think in terms of the art style, the graphics and that kind of thing, hey, if a game like Axie Infinity can be fun and successful, which I think it was, then, you know, who's to say Legends Reborn can't be? It's going to be very interesting to see how it does go on Steam, but let me know if you've played Legends Reborn and what you think of the game. And just moving on to Superior on Steam. Now, they have been on Steam for quite some time now, a few months, I do believe. And look, I'm a huge fan of Superior. You know, I did a interview on my podcast with, you know, the team there, with Brian from Superior, okay, one of the lead developers, creative directors from Superior. And honestly, in terms of being the most consistent game in development on GALA Games, I think Superior definitely has to be up there, okay? It looks amazing, it's a unique feel, it's a unique story, there's lore, the gameplay is smooth, it's really nice. The release date was actually on the 17th of November on 2022, and I love the fact that you can actually have the full experience of playing the game on Steam, okay? So in terms of recent reviews, okay, it's very positive. There's not a whole heap there, okay? So only 10 recent reviews, and out of all of the reviews, they've actually only got 54. So in my opinion, from the 17th of November 2022, we're what, around the start of April right now, it's actually pretty low, and I'm not sure if that's due to maybe like lack of marketing or lack of interest or what it is, but it's kind of disappointing, to be honest. You know, I would have thought that maybe there would have been a bit more engagement with this game after just a few months. Just to read through a few of the early comments, guys, this one here gets a thumbs up. Great early access game. Can't wait for future updates. This fella here wasn't a big fan. He's done 21 reviews. He hasn't recommended it. The gameplay is very fun. Shooting is nice. The powers are interesting and allow for some fun gameplay. Characters have cool abilities and traits. However, the game needs some more polish. I keep having bugs such as levels not loading and having to force close the game. Crashes, multiplayer not working, cutscenes lagging, and sound cutting in and out. I think with a little more time and a few updates, this game will be a lot of fun, but for now, it's a bit too buggy for me to recommend. That's fair enough. A potential good co-op game probably ruined by the greed of the developers and publisher to join the NFT's Clown Fiesta. Look, and you know, these kind of comments are going to come in, but honestly, I think I can see where these people are coming from. There definitely is that element of greed within the NFT space. People taking advantage, scamming, not really focusing on developing a good game or product. But within that, it doesn't take away from the fact that NFTs are integral technology that I personally believe are not going anywhere. And overall, the good parts of it are going to be good for crypto gaming. Lack of people playing this game, mostly you are going solo. This game is super fun with friends, and I thought it was super easy at first. Fortunately, it gets a lot harder. The mix and match between weapons and powers is also super cool. It overall feels really good, and I can't wait for more updates. And just closing the video, guys, off with a post in the Discord of GALA Games from Bitbender. Okay, so here's the deal. I meant to post this earlier today, but got totally socked in with meetings and all sorts of stuff. We've heard the frustrations of SpiderTanks players with the way the economy is set up, and myself have been working on a few things that will roll out in the next little bit. That was from the Biz, Dev Dad, and Chair Bandit. Some of this may come in as soon as Monday. Other bits will take a bit more time to get in, so please be patient. This is a test, but you can expect it to stick around for a bit as we collect data. It could become permanent. Number one, guys, silk emission is now going to be an algorithmic rate of emission up until a soft cap of 50 million. Roughly 0.25% of the remaining supply will be released into the distribution pool daily. This means that the distro is going to be significantly higher than it has been, making the VP to silk ratio much better for players. All right, so essentially on that first point, guys, in a nutshell, it sounds like there's going to be more silk rewards for players if you are spending your time playing SpiderTanks. Number two, node and map distribution is going to be entirely and aggressively reworked. We know it doesn't work for people right now, so we are going to rework that. Okay, well, you know, it's good to know that they've addressed that and they're going to do something about it. I have to say, if I was someone that bought a node because I know they weren't cheap for SpiderTanks and I still wasn't really happy with how the earnings were working, or if I wasn't really getting any or many earnings at all, I'd be pretty disappointed. You know, so I'd be happy to voice my concerns if I was in that ballpark, you know, but again, Good to see they've addressed it. Let's hope something comes of it. Number 3, we are advancing on with an aggressive roadmap in partnership with game media SpiderTanks that includes a ton of major improvements. Number 4, we'll be having a major AMA update with the team in the next couple of weeks. Keep your eyes peeled for that. There's a lot more, but I want to put this out there to kick off some of the discussion. So overall, guys, to wrap up the video, SpiderTanks, it's a great game. It is a game where I play the game and actually forget that I was playing it in order to actually earn some silk. All right, don't have really any NFTs invested in that game. A couple of really cheap ones that I got like a couple of years back at the very start, but that's really it. And the earnings are not huge, but if the earnings were huge at the start, they were just dishing out huge amounts of rewards, then, I think people could take advantage and maybe that just would crash and burn the economy in a similar way to what happened to Townstar. They had to get rid of the Town Token and implement GALA and all that kind of thing. So overall, it's good to see that they are trying to do things differently. Whether it will work or not, it's yet to be seen. It's too early, but all you can really ask is for them just to listen to the community feedback, which is extremely important, and just continue to implement improvements, change, investing in the right people until these things are fixed. That's just the process of new business, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video, guys, by leaving a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more weekly GALA Games content, make sure you turn that notification bell on too, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.